everyone, today is another day of Red Sea uploading. Thank you to those people who waited for another update. I've seen that most of you have watched it. Hold me close, hold me tight, so I thank you everyone for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. And if you like the video, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment as well. Atsumo's heart was shattered 2 times. The story started when he and a certain Spike started hanging out more. What could be the problem? They were teammates. Teammates bond, don't they? Atsumo felt drinking his problems as chasing him away. He couldn't get over the feeling of longing for someone. That being said, he drops and breaks down in the middle of the living room as he pretends to go over a match. His cries were loud, his trembling from trying to sound silent. His heart was clenching, making it harder to breathe. He gripped his shirt tightly before screaming out loud from pain and agony. His parents were out. Was it twin? Sumo, what the fuck you screaming for? Osamu stopped dead in his tracks before rushing down to soothe his twin's crumbling state, but the latter couldn't bear it. He let himself be taken care of. His breathing was shallow. His state was dull. His eyes were red from all the crying and his head was pounding mercilessly. Sumo, what happened? They sat quietly in the kitchen. The silence was defeating. Atsumo felt suffocated. Atsumo doesn't like it, but he doesn't have the energy to fight back. Breakdown, Samo. Ever heard of that? The satyr replied quietly. His voice was hoarse from screaming earlier. His heart was close to being numb. If only he could hide his feelings away, maybe it wouldn't turn out like this. Why, Atsumo? Fuck, why? SakuAtsu shouted, his voice cracking, fully in a panic mode. Atsumo cries at that. He can't breathe. He needs to be held. He wants to hug Kiyomi, yet he can't. The same way their closeness really is the warmth he ever needed, but Kiyomi was never his to begin with, even if they are close. The curly haired sighs in frustration. His parents caught them hugging earlier after their match, the MVP being both the duo. Atsumo, I can't. The latter started. I know. The blonde turned his heel back, his face damp with his own tears. He can't hold them back. His answer was almost as if he was implying to Kiyomi that no matter what, even if he knows, he will still love him either way. Atsumo. Let's make you truly for me. He doesn't turn back after that. His heart-wrenching cries make it hard for SakuAtsu to run after him. As days passed, the more his days got colder. Soon, it was night. The vibrant colors of nature surrounding the gym no longer appearing. You good? He nods. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? Samo, what should I do? How did Tuna even like ya? Help me out a bit. Atsumo whined after Osamu closed his shop with only them two being left there. I did. Now get out of my shop, Sumo. Osamu grumbled. Yet he does feel bad for his brother for this love of his he deemed he was okay about. Look, Sumo, I don't know how long you can hold on. Are you really sure it's Sakusa you want to marry? Osamu asked, half jokingly, while his twin looked at him with wide eyes. Stupid, Samu. He's not even my boyfriend yet, you ass. But there was a pause, an unconscious change of Atsumo's expression, making his twin worried. He was about to say something, but Atsumo beat him to it. I'm so tired, Samu. I keep lying to myself every day. I wake up that everything will be fine. And yet, I couldn't make myself and everything around me believe that. Atsumo feels like breaking down. He doesn't know how much he could hold himself up until he finally cries and dies. Atsumo's heart had been shattered a few times. Most of the time was caused by fucking SakuAtsu Kiyomi. Perhaps now's the last time. Atsumo looked at himself in the mirror, deciding on whether he should or should not smile when he got there. It was their last match together, at least for Hinata. It's been a few months too, after the incident between the two. Alas, the relationship didn't really change, from Mada's perspective at least. So, you done? It's taking quite a while. Osama asked from the entrance of his room. His heart clenched at the reminder of emptiness. His apartment was filled with memories of much warmth, love, and pain of his cries when Kiyomi is not there with him. He drops his shoulder, his forearm crumbling and smile dropping. He could feel the tears building up in his eyes. He didn't trust himself to speak and reply. He asked, "Hold your hair, Samu. I'm preparing." For what? On the way to where? Atsumo didn't even want to go, but he promised. He promised, so he would, like what he said. His brother glanced at him in worry as he stepped outside his room. He looked so beautiful in grace that you couldn't help but to look closer and inspect the breaking and burning heart of his. His steps felt heavy on the way outside, settling down before gripping down the steering wheel tightly until he arrived at his destination. "Mia, you're late. That's very unlike of you." Mian spoke as he watched the setter make its way to them gracefully. "I apologize for that. I couldn't help," he said, but that didn't help. He didn't know whether he should smile or not. Usually he would be grinning by now, but he couldn't. He can't ignore the burning pain of his heart, begging to be cried out. Eventually their team settled down. Around the table lies a heavy amount of drinks and foods for them, and there he saw the man he's been dreading to see. Dressed in white shirt and hugged his form so beautifully in jeans. "Where have you been, Sum? Me and Hinata were waiting for you earlier," Bokuto said. He bluffs down to the couch near Atsumo. "Sorry, Boku, but I'm here now, aren't I?" Atsumo smiled, and the night still too young, but thus it started. Atsumo could feel the lingering stare of his beloved friend from the corner of the room as he passed to go outside for a breath. Sakusa felt the air brush against him and saw the blonde make his way outside. He observed his drink and sat it down the table before following Atsumo. "Atsumo?" The curly-haired called, startling Atsumo, yet he smiled despite the clear distress painting his face. "Omi, while you're here, it's not safe out." Sakusa took a step near where he's standing, the cold wind making its way swaying around for a greeting, making the two shudder. "You're saying that, but you're here as well." "I guess I'm a hypocrite after all." Atsumo chuckles at that. The irony. While his words left Sakusa confused. "Are you okay?" "Yes. Yes, I am. I will be. I need to be." "You're really not. What's bothering you, Atsumo?" "I'm fine, Omi. Just things." "Atsumo, we're friends. Tell me what's bothering you. You're clearly in distress." Sakusa said, taking a step back to Atsumo while the other just stood there, unmoving. "That's the problem, Kiyomi. I don't want to be. More than anything, I don't want to be your friend," the blonde confessed, and his voice broke. "Atsumo, I want you more than anything in this fucking world, and if by that means letting you go, but God, I love you." Kiyomi's eyes widened, stepping into the blonde's personal space and hugging him tightly before gently letting go. "Don't, Atsumo. Don't say it. This will leave us in agony." His forehead touched Atsumo. His breathing wasn't heavy, but it's so heartbreaking to be this close to the blood and not be his to wake up in the same bed. "Omi." A tear made its way and fell down to Atsumo's cheek. Sakusa's hands were on his, just tugging at them gently with so much tender care. "Atsumo, I gave you a chance months ago to answer me, yet you didn't. Don't say it. Don't." Kiyomi pleads. Atsumo cries at that. His voice was tired. His mind was tired from organizing the things he wanted to tell the man in front of him. Why? Why, Kiyomi? Don't say it. Because once you do, I will give up everything for you. Atsumo felt his lips crash into another, Kiyomi's. He could feel his tears being chased as the lad's finger carried it away, touching his cheek gently. Kiyomi's lips pressed against his. It felt so soft and sweet. It almost feels like their first day of just hanging around each other together. Home. You are unfathomable, Mia. But I have loved you since the moment I met you. Falling at a glance. I ask myself just how do I continue pouring love to an abyss? Everything slowly breaks into pieces when you think of yourself as something you'd never be for me. You gave me something so heartfelt. I feel safe whenever you're around. I love you, Atsumo. And I could have said it 1,000 times too to you. Omi. I love you, Omi. He speaks as he remembers the halcyon time of his young years. I love you too. His partner said. Even after all these years, Kiyomi looks ethereal and breathtaking. He's embodied God himself. They won a gold medal that year when they got scouted to play for the national team Japan made up. The team eventually revealed they made mad about this relationship. You finally made him, huh? I thought I'd pass my life without seeing you two get together. Even Mia dreads it. Barnes said from the corner as he saw them held hands. Atsumo laughs at the memory. He has conquered every stage imaginable from the past until now. Standing on the stage, fighting his way to win and bring victory for his country. I'm happy for you, Sumo. Though I thought I'd actually get married before you. Still, you deserve it. Atsumo could feel the tears breaking his eyes. He calmed himself down as he felt his emotions getting the best of him. He turned around and saw his best man. Samu. Don't, Sumo. Go now. Reach the man of your dreams. And there it is, everyone. Thank you for watching. We hope you liked this video and let us know what you think about it. If you have any questions and suggestions, do not hesitate to drop them at the comment section below. Thank you for watching once again. And an update, we will be uploading a 2-part video which is a ship of